Here we go. What's up everybody, this your boy Bryce back again with another video. Man, I've been super busy lately. So for those of you who don't know, I'm in nursing school. So I wanted to take this video to give you a little experience about how my first semester was. So here we go. So for my campus, we had to take lecture, lab, and clinicals. And in order to move on, you had to score 75 or above on each course. And I'm happy to tell you guys that I did make a 75 or above in each course, and I actually am moving on to my second semester of nursing school. So I'm going to give you a brief little rundown of everything that I went through from my lecture, my lab, and also my clinicals. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on lecture first. So for lecture, I knew it was going to be the most difficult class I had. I'm more of a hands-on person, so I knew lab and clinical wasn't going to be as tough for me. But I am happy to say that I ended up with a B in lecture. For the most part, most of the topics were very interesting, so the reading on it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. I did struggle on a couple different topics on there, and it kind of brought my overall grade down a little bit more than I wanted to going into the finals. Speaking of the finals, that was the most shocking thing of the whole semester. I didn't know how to study for it. We had almost 10 to 12 different topics that we actually had to read over. So when I got my finals grade, I was like a kid in a candy store running around the whole house. It was amazing. I definitely impressed myself because I actually put in the work. And I'm just so overwhelmed that I'm actually moving on to the second semester. To prepare for clinicals, my program made us take lab. There in lab, we had to learn a whole bunch of different skills to be checked off of. So it was a pretty great experience. Some things I've never even seen before. So when I actually got to clinicals, you actually use those skills that you learned in lab to apply them into an everyday setting on a live patient. Oh, when I tell you my first day at clinicals was so overwhelming. I felt so in over my head. I didn't know what I was doing there. But I actually had great nurses throughout the whole semester that actually made me feel at ease, that helped me out a lot, who kind of showed me the ropes on what to do and what not to do when it comes to these patients and how to treat them. And I knew by the end of my first day of the semester, I knew exactly where I wanted to be, and that was the right field that I wanted to be in. So a quick few tips I wanted to give you guys who are actually joining nursing school or who is still in the program. One of the biggest tips that I received when I started nursing school was staying organized. Whether it's with your phone app or you have a little organizer that you may use. Because in nursing school, you have so many different topics. You have so many assignments, so many projects, quizzes, and sometimes it's hard to keep up with all those things. So the best way to do it is to stay organized. You have all your different topics, all your different classes in certain sections, and it's just easy to keep up with. Because once you get behind the net, it's very, very hard to catch back up. Another different tip that I wanted to give you guys was study guides. Study guides, reading lists, all those different things like that come in handy. Like I said, you have all these different exams that you have to study for, and they're going to give you resources to actually help you study for these things. But the best way to do those is use it. You have study guides, you have reading lists, you have all these different things at your disposal. Make sure you use it because they're not going to steer you wrong. They want you to learn these things, and you just have to take it upon yourself to actually use all the resources that you have at your disposal to learn these different things and to do well on your exam. And my last tip for you guys is just to have fun. Embrace the experience. Enjoy the journey. You hear all these different horror stories about people failing out, and you're looking up all these different campuses that you're looking up their pass rates and all these different things like that. But for me, it's all about effort. You get out what you put in. However much time you put into your studying, it's going to reflect on your grades. Not everyone gets this experience, and you have to take it and embrace it and make the best of it. And that's all I can have to say about that. This is a great journey for me. This is something I definitely wanted to do for a very long time, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to actually get to share that experience with you guys. So with that being said, my first semester was a very up and down semester. I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to say it was all sunshines and rainbows, but at the end of the day, I did pass and I am moving on, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm going to keep experiencing more things that I've never learned before, and I'm going to keep sharing those with you guys. Well, that was my first semester. Please subscribe, share, like, comment. You guys have a Merry Christmas.